Whether it is a historical landmark, a famous person, or some random moment of the past, each of these rare vintage photos tells fascinating stories and serves as a window to some of the most interesting moments of our world's past. The longest ever flight was 64 days, 22 hours, and 19 minutes in the Cessna 172. Bob Tim and John Cook undertook this endeavor from December 1958 to February 1959. During this period, the airplane was refueled over 128 times by the pictured truck. Two boys watch from a hilltop as American soldiers drive through the town of Saint-Lô, France, in 1944, in the aftermath of the D-Day invasion during World War II. Kids enjoying ice cream in Brooklyn, New York, 1948. The 13 sisters in the Brooks family are delighted with the arrival of their only brother, Leslie Benjamin Brooks, following his birth to Mrs. Brooks, 39, at their home in Pittsfield in 1954. West Berlin residents show their children from the sides of the Berlin Wall to their grandparents living in East Berlin in 1961. The Berlin Wall, which was erected on August 13, 1961, was a physical division between West Berlin and East Germany. A children's playground in Dallas, 1900. Simon was the world's first ever smartphone. The device was originally introduced as a PDA, personal digital assistant, and was officially launched on August 16, 1994, at $899, featuring a 4.5-inch LCD touchscreen. Unfortunately, it was discontinued within a year. The Dalai Lama, age 4, was enthroned as the spiritual leader of the Tibetan people on February 22, 1940. Sailors watch as the U.S. Shaw explodes at Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, Hawaii, during the Japanese attack. An Inuit woman, Kutuktuk, in her traditional dress at Fullerton Harbor, Nunavut, 1905. The photograph was taken by Geraldine Moody, a famous Canadian photographer who was well known for capturing photos of early Canadian history. A pile of thousands of bison skulls in the American West in 1870. Bison were hunted to near extinction in the 19th century for their skins, while the rest of the animals were left behind to decay. Their bones were used in refining sugar and in making fertilizer. Mobile coffee services were quite popular in London during the 1930s. This photo is from a cold day in 1932. Albert Einstein moments before his famous photo with his tongue out, 1951. Mr. L. Wing of the Mets factory branch in Los Angeles, with his 22-horsepower Mets Speedster car at the edge of Grand Canyon, 1914. Wing wanted to show off the car's abilities and was accompanied by a young Los Angeles reporter, Kay Parker, a veteran of the Napoleonic Wars, posing with his wife. He was described as one of the last surviving veterans of the Battle of Waterloo. The photograph is stated to have been taken in 1860, 45 years after the Battle of Waterloo, colorized by Marvelous World. A combination television, radio, and cocktail set from 1951. Isaac Newton Cyber of Wolford, North Dakota, riding in a wagon pulled by an ostrich in 1920. The photo was taken at the Costin Ostrich Farm in the Arroyo Seco, South Pasadena, California. Carmagnole diving suit, France, 1880. Developed by the Carmagnole Bras, the suit was the first truly anthropomorphic suit design ever constructed. The helmet had 25 individual 2-inch diameter glass viewing ports. The suit is currently on display at the National Maritime Museum in Paris. Jazz fans are left swooning at a Big J. McNeely concert, Los Angeles, 1951. Arnold Schwarzenegger poses at the Whitney Museum, New York City, 1976. A family is forced to leave their home during the Great Depression in Pittsburgh County, Oklahoma, in June 1938. Archaeologists inspect a massive Olmec stone head in La Venta, Mexico, 1947. This grizzly bear chair was a gift to President Andrew Johnson, the 17th President of the United States, from Hunter Seth Kinman in 1865. Reports say that the chair was made from 2 grizzly bears captured by Seth. A camping party atop a fallen tree at the Sequoia National Park in California, 1917. This is the blood-stained coat of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, nephew of Emperor Franz Joseph and heir to the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Ferdinand was shot dead along with his wife by a Serbian nationalist in Sarajevo, Bosnia, on June 28, 1914. His assassination was the catalyst of World War I. A French soldier learns to write again with his new dual prosthetic arms after the end of the war, 1918. The arrival of the Statue of Liberty on June 17, 1885. The iconic statue was a gift of friendship from France to America. 3 young farmers on their way to a dance, Westerwald, Germany, 1914. The photo was taken by German photographer August Sander. The beautiful image captures the last moments of innocence before the start of World War I. David Attenborough shows a cockatoo to Prince Charles and Princess Anne, 1958. Family photo of Samson Beaver with his wife Leah and daughter Frances Louise by Mary Schaffer, 1907. A submerged diver in 1899. This is believed to be the first underwater photograph ever taken. Man searching for books at the Public Library of Cincinnati. The building was sadly demolished in 1955. Sun shining down at passersby at the Grand Central in New York City, 1929, by Louis Four. Today, surrounding buildings block the sun, so this view is no longer possible to capture. Rail commuters in California wearing face masks and displaying a "Wear a Mask or Go to Jail" sign during the 1918 Spanish influenza pandemic.